have a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket can come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5, down low. Halliburton with the steal. Oh, Turner in position.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target passer. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam, that's good.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin. I think there were years, because he was playing alongside another big, that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range. He's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Well, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
And Halliburton slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Suggs, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Here's Wagner. Suggs finds Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. High post. The rebound by Halliburton.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Outside Turner. Siakam passes to Turner. Nembhard with it. Siakam looking around. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton in the corner. No good with the triple. The Magic trail by 5. Caldwell Pope on the wing. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Suggs with the steal. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And here is Siakam. After Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer. Can't hit from in close. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. It's Black in the corner. Here's Bitadze. Neesmith covering, and he gets it to go. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Siakam sets a screen for McConnell. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing. Magic leading by 4. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Isaac with a screen for Harris. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Pass to Black. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze.
Magic substitution. Number
41 seconds left in the first. Wagner left side. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. De Silva, no good.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Really left alone that time. Nemard's got 6 points.
What a heads-up play by Obi Toppin. Feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
That's good from Harris on the assist from Wagner. Now, here's Neesmith. He has yet to score. Jackson finds Neesmith. Here's Toppin. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. He finishes with... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. And it's Neesmith in at small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Outside Mathurin, driving in.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin. What I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. Somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Toppin. Lets it go from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner outside. Inside. Halliburton with the steal. And now it's Toppin running. He can go all the way. A pull-up. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 5. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Toppin can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here he goes. There's Wagner with the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Pass to Toppin. Hits the three-point bomb. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. 5 to shoot. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. The second chance effort. No good that time. Indiana lead by 4. Mathurin for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 13-3 run. Pass to Neesmith. Mathurin for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mathurin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers. Suggs with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Banchero. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Neesmith can't get it to go. Wagner kicks to Caldwell Pope. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now just a 2-point Indiana lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
In the corner, it's Toppin. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Shoots over Toppin, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for Indiana. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner into the 3 spot. Pass to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A 3-pointer off the mark. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. Leading by 5. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Mathurin passes to Nembhard. It's Nembhard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Nembhard's got the first field goal of the second half for the Pacers. And we see, as in baseball, Doris, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero inside. He's against Turner. That's good from Banchero. On the assist by Caldwell Pope. Mathurin for 3. Carter pulls it in.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Indiana making some changes. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Black comes in for Wagner. Joseph, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. Siakam, that's good.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. And stolen by Siakam. Three-pointer. And Indiana, another three.
That is what we call starting and finishing the break. Pascal Siakam, boy, is he fast up the floor.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
2 minutes remaining in the
Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. Siakam pulls it in.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Pass to McConnell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Anthony kicks to Joseph. They get it again. Goes back up. Five on the clock.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Some changes for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Jackson. And it's Neesmith in for Benedict Mathurin. Toppin a screen on Anthony. There's the drive. Here's Nembhard. Sinks the three-pointer. Nembhard's got the lead up to 10 now for Indiana.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. The Magic trail by 9 to the left side wing. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. Pass to Black. Here's De Silva. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And it's Halliburton penetrating.
Magic foul. Kevin Harris. First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Indiana leading by 11. Isaiah Jackson out there with Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Halliburton into the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. No coverage that time. Neesmith has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Indiana. Black the pass to Harris. And here's Banchero. Here's the floater. Halliburton outside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
McConnell in the corner. Halliburton kicks to Jackson. From deep. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to De Silva. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Halliburton outside. Back to McConnell from the arc. Back balls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to McConnell. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Carter. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, you watch Paolo Banchero and the offensive arsenal. This guy is just built to score the ball.
Halliburton against Harris. Fires from 14. Halliburton, no good. The Magic trail by 11. Banchero, right side. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Banchero's got 11 points in the quarter. Halliburton against Banchero. Here's Neesmith. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
McConnell with it. Picked up by Banchero. And the wide open shot from McConnell. Again, Indiana. Orlando, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. Pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Banchero. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pacers leading by 13. Back to Siakam. Pass to McConnell. Halliburton outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Harris. And it's Halliburton missing. The Magic trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pacers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Miles Turner, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
For Indiana, Mathurin.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Can they get it? And the bank shot is good. So it's the Pacers now. Siakam finds Mathurin. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. So no no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total.
Up assist.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the three. Antetokounmpo for three. The offensive rebound. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Antetokounmpo for three. The Pacers pull it in. We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lillard with the ball. Lopez, the screen on Halliburton. And Lillard gets it to go.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Pacers making their last shot, and Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one hits the back iron. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Nesmith's shot is off.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
The three ball. It's Prince on the wing. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Here's Nembhard. Three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Halliburton on the wing. Turner, a screen on Lillard. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. And And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
Halliburton on the attack. There's Neesmith with a three. Buries it from three. Neesmith's got 6 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Antetokounmpo for three. Indiana with a rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Nembhard outside. Siakam with a screen on Prince. 6 to shoot. Siakam, pass to Turner. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Prince. 4-3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. He's got 5.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Fires the three. And that one's good. Siakam for 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's scoreless for 3. The shot, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Lillard. Knocks down the triple.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jumper.
Turner for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go from 11. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Outside Neesmith, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Prince. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Both teams have it going here early. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
They've got T.J. McConnell, Obi Toppin out there with Walker. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Shepard in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Antetokounmpo for 3. And the Bucks miss again.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Porter against McConnell. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Indiana.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
On the wing, Green. Here's the 3. Out to Portis from behind the arc. And Toppin pulls it down.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Portis for three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th assist in this one. Pacers leading by 5. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Rollins, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
First team foul. Bucks substitution, number 13.
Milwaukee on D.
Rollins.
Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he lobs it up. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Toppin. Pass to Walker. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's Porter. Mathurin with a steal. McConnell outside. From deep. Nails it from 3. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run. And they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's McConnell picking him up. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Fires for 3. Again, Antetokounmpo missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Walker passes to Toppin. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Siakam outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Obi Toppin has been on display for the Pacers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you gotta like what Obi Toppin has done in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Now, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Torian Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Halliburton against Lillard. The 3 ball. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Nembhard's got 5 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Neesmith's shot is off.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo, and out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner, and Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Neesmith. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Green comes in for Prince. Here's Halliburton. Toppin outside, and here's Siakam. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's the 3. Rebounded by Green. The Bucks trail by 12. Lopez with it. Siakam covering. Outside for Green. Three-pointer. Lillard outside. For 3. That shot off.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Left side Mathurin. Back to Toppin. Pass to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Now Toppin. It's stolen by Kuzma. Here's the break. Takes the 3. Pacers with a rebound. Toppin's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Siakam for 3. And Indiana misses again. And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. A 12-point game. 1:41 left in the third. And another miss by Milwaukee.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Mathurin missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Green for 3. Now Portis. Down low. Tipped. Mathurin with a steal. In transition. Here come the Pacers. The open shot. Halliburton. And it falls all over the rim and in. Halliburton's got his second basket of the game.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Portis gets the bucket.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
Indiana leading by 11. Back to Mathurin. Siakam outside. Launches it. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard looking around. Launches a 3. The rebound by Nembhard.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Pass to Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. Siakam, left side. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Indiana. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Aaron Neesmith, Miles Turner out there with Walker. Then there's Andrew Nembhard, and it's McConnell in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pacers leading by 11. Up top, Walker. Here's Nembhard.
Awesome D from Torian right there. A big reason why he's on the floor right now.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. There's the triple. Drains the triple.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Neesmith with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Here's Nembhard. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Inside. With the 10-footer. That one a little long. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. McConnell from outside. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Trent, the pass to Lopez. Here's Prince. Neesmith covering. And Aaron Neesmith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
The 3 from Prince. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Nembhard, the pass to Walker. 5 on the clock. McConnell from outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Fires the 3. The rebound by Nembhard.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Antetokounmpo outside. What a make! Giannis for 3.
Giannis not afraid to stretch it out that time with the 3-ball.
Up top, McConnell. Fires it. Neesmith passes to McConnell. Now Nembhard lets it go from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez for 3. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
The Bucks trail by 8. And stolen by McConnell. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. Antetokounmpo for 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. And Indiana misses again. The Bucks have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this 4th quarter. Prince, the pass to Trent. And another miss by Milwaukee. Indiana leading by 8. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
And Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lillard comes in for Rollins. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sinks the tray.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Over Lillard. Halliburton, no good. Here's Milwaukee. 9 points in a row. A good run going. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Neesmith passes to Nembhard. Outside for Halliburton. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here to have flawless execution.
To take the lead. Prince can't hit. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Siakam with a screen on Lopez. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
12 seconds left in the fourth. The Pacers again can't hit. Kuzma outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. Nally, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. We'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Now here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Offensive rebound, kicks it out to Lillard for the 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still. Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you. Boy, the speed with which Prince shoots is amazing. I mean, this guy barely takes any time to let it go.
Wagner with a screen for Suggs. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That three off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Fires from the wing. Count that one.
With the threat of his drive where he's lethal, the defense has to live with Giannis shooting the mid-range jump shot.
And that one's good. Suggs.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Back to Giannis. From downtown. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And there's Suggs on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 6.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Here's Suggs. He's got 6. Here's the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The Magic making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And Trent subbed in for Taurean Prince. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues Clark to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Now, Suggs, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Wagner outside. Shoots. It's rebounded by Portis.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Trent kicks to Portis. Kuzma outside. Knocks it loose. And now Orlando on the break. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Bucks leading by 4. Trent outside. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Pass to Kuzma. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Magic have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And it's Wagner missing. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. From deep three-point land, the long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 9.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Now, here's Suggs. Wagner from long range. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the...
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Bucks. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Rollins is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green, then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Portis in at the 4 spot. Pass to Black from past the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 4, and it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Porter against Harris.
Really hard to outplay a defender as quick as Harris is. I mean, he just won't let you shake loose.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Black carries it from three-point range. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Portis inside the three-point line, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Takes the 3, trains the three-pointer. Da Silva's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Outside, Green. Rebound by the Magic.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Black, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lets it go from deep. Green, no luck. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Shoots the 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Puts up a deep 3. Green missing again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Rollins. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the wing on the left. Here's Da Silva. Buries the long-range jumper. Da Silva's got 6.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Here's Rollins. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Magic shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Lopez with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Here's Rollins. Off target with his 3. And it's Orlando's ball. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The Magic shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Lillard against Banchero. Lillard surveying the D. He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. Trent with the wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Trent with it. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. And here is Anthony. Carter outside. Over Giannis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Offline with his three. Carter with the three. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 12 points in the game. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Kuzma, that's good.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
Bucks leading by 6. Lillard outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Giannis outside. From outside the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez, and Porter subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Prince finds Giannis. All alone, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 7 points in the game.
And that's exactly why Antetokounmpo is so loved. I mean, his ability to make the right call, the right decision, and pick and roll sets, that's why he's involved in those sets as much as he is.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Portis for 3. Connects from three-point range. Portis has got 5 points so far.
Boy, his teammates will feed off that bucket. Good looks there from Portis.
Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And a deep 3 from Lillard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter to Silva with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. 1:41 left in the third quarter, and the Bucks miss again.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Black. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Suggs against Lillard. Got a piece of it. Suggs with the steal. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. Got that one up quick. Suggs has got 5 points now this quarter.
Tremendous effort from Suggs on the fast break. I tell you, it's not easy to keep up with him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Nice D from Porter. Milwaukee leading by 3. From deep, Antetokounmpo. From range, Giannis takes it.
And Antetokounmpo, his jump shot continues to look better and better. When he's pulling up like that, the defense is cooked.
For Milwaukee, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Hits it from three-point range.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Bitadze. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Rollins. Drills it from outside. Rollins got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. There's Wagner with the 3. That shot no good. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Gary Trent is out there with Rollins. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in at the 3. Rollins against Anthony. Launches it. The shot by Rollins, no good. The Magic trail by 13. Pass to Wagner. That one, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Lopez, a screen on Joseph. There's Green with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 16.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Trent. Puts up a deep 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Wagner. Over Trent. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Wagner against Trent. Here's Rollins. From outside, off the mark.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Over to the wing. Joseph, the pass to Banchero. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lopez, a screen on Banchero. Offensive rebound. Outside, Green. Pass to Kuzma. This one for 3. And again, the Bucks miss. The Magic trail by 12. Here's Banchero. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. The rebound. By the Bucks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. On
the wing, Green. Wide open look. Count the basket. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here's Anthony for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
From deep, Green. And the three ball is good. And the Bucks lead by 14.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Rollins the pass to Green. Fires from way outside. Joseph with the rebound. Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 11. Kuzma outside. Pass to Rollins. It's Trent on the wing for three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Carter kicks to Anthony. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Carter Jr. does a nice job there giving it up to his teammate. A solid passer at his position.
Lopez from long range. Rebounded by Anthony. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A solid win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
And now Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. Now here's Suggs. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Three-pointer. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 3-point game. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Siakam, the pass to Turner. Now here's Siakam. Great D that time from Banchero.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
The three from Banchero. Indiana with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Siakam, no good. The Magic have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And Wagner gets it to go.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Pass to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Let's go with a 3. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Down low. The jump hook. And Carter with the finish.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Outside Mathurin. 4-3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Mathurin's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
From behind the arc. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Orlando's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's Wagner. Buries it down low. Wagner's gotten his second bucket.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
Pass to Turner. Siakam for 3. Count it from distance. 6 points for him.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Suggs against Halliburton. Wagner outside. 1:07 left in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Indiana leading by 3 to 3. Mathurin pure from three-point range.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. Halliburton against Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Carter from outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Nembhard.
Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left to play in the first. It's Mathurin with a drive. Halliburton on the wing. Turner finds Toppin. Here he goes, and he dunks it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Suggs with it. Banchero the screen. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Pacers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
The tandem at 1 and 2, Black and Harris. Goga Batadze is out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's De Silva in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Indiana making a switch here. Nimhard's checked in. For 3, Anthony. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers leading by 8. Neesmith on the wing. Beyond the arc. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Anthony against McConnell. Isaac outside. Picked by Isaac. And here's Harris outside. The Pacers pull it in. Oh, got a piece of it. McConnell against Anthony. Toppin outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Black.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Isaac for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his three-point shot.
Nimhard left side. Toppin outside. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Isaac. 20 feet out. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Three-pointer, Anthony. That shot missing. Indiana leading by 8. Pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. Wagner comes in for Black. And Joseph is subbed in for Harris. The Pacers also with a sub. Siakam, he's checked in for Jackson. Anthony. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Now here's Neesmith. Siakam finds McConnell. Puts up a 3. Siakam, no good. Magic trail by 9. Pass to Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Neesmith. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Indiana again missing. Orlando has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Wagner outside. Out to Anthony. Carter from outside. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in. Pacers leading by 6. McConnell outside. From the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he makes it. And now it's an 11-point Indiana lead.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Carter from outside. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. So for the Magic, Banchero's checked in for Carter. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Anthony. Caldwell Pope for three. Orlando again missing. The Pacers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And Siakam gets it to go.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
To halt the run, Mathurin with a rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Turner passes to Siakam. Off the mark there with a three. Magic trail by 14. For three, Caldwell Pope. Offensive board. Here's Joseph, defended by Halliburton. For three, Caldwell Pope. Drops in the three. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Turner, a screen on Wagner. This one for three. It's rebounded by Wagner. From deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Indiana Pacers closing out the quarter ahead by 11. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the small forwards. Suggs finds Carter. On the wing, Caldwell Pope hits a three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Wagner. Mathurin against Wagner. Fires the three. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Magic trail by 11. Carter, the pass to Banchero. Suggs outside. Here's Wagner. It's stolen. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Mathurin. 12 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Orlando has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Wagner for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Siakam finds Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. He buries it from 3. He's got 5.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wagner with a steal. And here's Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Floats one. Pass to Carter. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Connects from downtown. Carter's got 11 points. Pacers leading by 11. Nembhard outside. Siakam with it. Guarded by Banchero. And Indiana misses again.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Kept alive. Carter on the wing. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Hey, puts up a 3. The Pacers pull it in. They've led by as many as 14. Kicks it out to Siakam. On the wing, Matherin. He's got 12. Great D that time from Banchero. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Orlando. Trailing by 10. The lead now cut to single digits.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Matherin. Orlando making their last shot. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw, no good.
At the line for the Magic, Da Silva.
Magic trail by 8. Black passes to Batadze. Here's Black. He's marked by McConnell. Pass to Da Silva. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Orlando shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
The Magic shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. For 3, here's Harris. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The tandem at 1 and 2, Black and Harris. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Goga Batadze. And it's Da Silva in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. McConnell's shot is off. Magic trail by 9. Here's Batadze. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Batadze's got his first points of the game.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
The 3 is up. Jackson can't get it to go. Here's Orlando. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Nembhard in for Halliburton. Up the floor. And he lobs it up top. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Back to Neesmith. Pass to Toppin. Nimhard outside. To the paint. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And Carroll with it. Picked up by Neesmith. He shoots. And Carroll no good.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
And Batase gets it to go. Indiana leading by 7. Pass to McConnell. Back to Toppin. And stolen by Banchero. Batadze, the pass to Anthony. Down low. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter comes in for Batadze. And Wagner subbed in for Anthony. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Toppin, and here's Turner. Oh, there's the alley! And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And then Carroll gets it to go.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Toppin, a screen on Wagner. And it's Mathurin missing. Magic trail by 6. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
McConnell with a steal. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Suggs is checked in for Orlando.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Nimhard. And he makes it on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Carter from outside. Suggs. The second chance points on the tip in.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
The 3. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Halliburton. Turner's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Pacers leading by 8. Nimhard outside. Pass to Mathurin. And here's Halliburton, defended by Wagner. To the wing on the left. Mathurin with the ball. Nimhard outside. Halliburton finds Siakam. And here's Nimhard. 4 on the clock. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Pacers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Pascal Siakam.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
On the wing, Suggs, defended by Halliburton. Suggs, left side. Fires from deep. On target from range. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Halliburton for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, clapping back. Halliburton matching the 3 from the other end.
Indiana wins it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy.
Man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the small 4. Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Wow, Kyle Kuzma confidently steps into that three-point opportunity. That's beautiful.
Halliburton for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Stolen. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Prince wide open. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Halliburton for 3. That one, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Prince can't hit. Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Lillard against Halliburton from deep three-point land. The kick out to Lopez. There's the 3. The rebound by Halliburton. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Siakam's shot is off. Bucks shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Halliburton against Lillard. Launches it from deep. Lillard again missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Giannis with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And Giannis gets it to go.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Lillard against Halliburton. Lillard misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And Lopez has it in the corner. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And Trent subbed in for Taurean Prince. The Pacers also changing it up. Obi Toppin's checked in for Siakam. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And it's the Bucks ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Outside Portis. Fires away from outside. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Three-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Trent. It's good from long range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Toppin finds Neesmith. Mathurin for three. That one misses. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. And don't go up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Brook Lopez. Rollins is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Fires for 3. Yep, it goes in. And the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Toppin.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
No one covering. Lopez has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Boy, great answer by Benedict Mathurin. What a shot from distance.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Rollins. Clock at 6. Walker against Portis. Shoots over Walker. Nice shot by Portis.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's McConnell. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 5. The tray. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Rollins from deep. No good that time. Pacers trail by 5. Mathurin for 3. Toppin. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
We're talking about a 6'9" guy with a 7'2" wingspan. Toppin loves to be above the rim, picks up the loose change.
Porter passes to Green. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-point lead. And no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Toppin. The second chance effort. Toppin a screen on Porter. That's a 2 from Mathurin. From the top of the key, he buries it. Now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead. Outside Porter. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a wide open look for Walker, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Portis sets the pick for Porter. Portis in the post, guarded by Walker. Portis can't get it to go.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the wide open shot from McConnell. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Lopez finds Porter. Lopez a screen on Walker. Here's Green. And a wide open look for Porter. No good with the triple. Indiana trailing here. The three. Toppin can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Green launches it from deep. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Indiana moving it around. Here's Shepard. And he's good on the three ball. Well, the Bucks shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Lopez outside. Green left side. It could go. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that. Right.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. Nobody near Lillard. Off target with his 3. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The shot by Turner, no good.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bucks.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Indiana again missing. Bucks leading by 4. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Lopez dishes to Prince. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. Lillard outside. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Pass to Neesmith. Drops in the tray. Neesmith has got 6 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Halliburton with the steal. Lets it go with the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. Here's Halliburton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. No good on the triple.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The three drills the three-pointer. Neesmith has got 6 here in this quarter.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And here is Trent outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Neesmith, and no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Milwaukee is going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Trent passes to Prince. With the fadeaway. They get it back. Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Trent setting the peg for Kuzma. Prince outside. Clock at 4. And again, the Bucks miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Another miss by Prince. The Pacers shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big win.
Well, what I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Trent with the wide open look. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. Lillard with it. Halliburton picks him up. Lillard misses. Now, here is Halliburton. Siakam, screen on Kuzma. And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks ahead. They lead by 5. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Porter is out there with Rollins, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Porter outside, trains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Bucks leading by 5. Here's Rollins. No good on the 3. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Toppin can't get it to go. Green against Mathurin. Portis sets the pick for Green. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Rollins. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 5. And here's Walker outside. Kept alive. That's a 2 for Mathurin. Indiana again missing. Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Pacers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. And Green gets it to go.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on McConnell. Rollins, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
There's Porter with the 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
The offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Walker's shot is off. Bucks leading by 11. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, easy call.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Lillard way outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Substitution on the court.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you.
matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Wagner. Suggs with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot, jacks up a 3, and Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Lillard against Suggs. From downtown, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
And Lillard wasting no time getting 3 back.
The 3 from Suggs. Not going to go that time. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Lopez, the screen. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Here's Prince.
Some shrewd defense there by KCP, using solid footwork to stay on the shooter.
Offline with a 3. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up, whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Carter. And here's Lopez from the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's a one-on-one situation. In transition, here come the Bucks. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Lopez, the screen on Suggs. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Lillard's got 6.
Top-notch ball handling skills. That's just one of the things separating Lillard from most other point guards.
Carter, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee leading by 4. Antetokounmpo for 3. First shot won't go.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Banchero surveys. Wagner for 3. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Antetokounmpo for 3. He drops it from range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Magic trail by 4. The 3 from Suggs. Rebounded by Lopez. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. The 3 from Prince. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Giannis with the rebound. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. They lead by 4. And here's Lillard. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Banchero. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Kuzma. Harris outside. Shoots. And another miss by Orlando.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Trent's shot is off. Pass to Banchero. Takes a three. That shot, no good. He got it up. And it goes!
They got that one.
Gets it! Wow!
That's before the buzzer right there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on top, up 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Pass to Portis. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Black. He's guarded by Porter. Off target with the 3. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Right side Green from outside the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Black. And it comes off the front of the rim. Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Green. The 3 is up. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Isaac with the drive. And the dunk by Isaac.
2 loud points from Isaac. I mean, when he's aggressive, he's at his best.
And he's going for the lob. Black, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here we go, 1-on-1. And here's Porter outside. No luck on that one. Magic trail by 10. And here's Harris outside. They get it again. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
No chance. Giannis, too much length.
Milwaukee making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. And it's Rollins in for Trent. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Batadze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Joseph is checked in for Harris. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Black. And the Bucks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Lopez. Chalk up 2 there. Lopez has got his first basket. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Second team foul.
And here's Milwaukee now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Lopez against Wagner.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Anthony, the pass to Joseph. Launches a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Lillard fires away from way outside. And another miss by Milwaukee. Magic trail by 12. Pass to Joseph. The 3-ball. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Lillard's got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
44 seconds left in the half. Lillard passes to Lopez. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Prince. Lillard with the ball. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Caldwell Pope comes in for Wagner. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Joseph. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. Magic trail by 12. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony with it. No points yet. Suggs outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Takes the 3. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Suggs, left side. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so that's the end of the first half. The Bucks on top. They lead by 12. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot in the NBA. They're thinking about the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. When you look at Franz Wagner, what a contribution.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over-the-back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Screen by Antetokounmpo. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Prince has got 6 points.
Well, if the defense is going to give that up, Taurean Prince is going to take full advantage of it.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And here's Lopez from the arc. They get it back. Pass to Lillard. Tries the spin move. The 3. Oh, Dame time!
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
Now Suggs.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. The Bucks leading by 11. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. And And it's Orlando with a rebound. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Lillard against Suggs. Caldwell Pope with it. Wagner outside. The three from Banchero. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Lillard looking around. Lopez, the screen on Suggs. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Carroll passes to Suggs. Wagner for 3. To the middle. Second chance shot. Caldwell Pope shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 8. Pass to Prince. The shake. And he gets the bucket. Prince has got 8.
That's an encouraging sign there as Prince steps in. Nice rhythm. A confident look there.
Carter, good. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. From downtown. Another shot. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Magic trail by 7. Wagner outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kuzma. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Lillard. Launches it. And another miss by Orlando. Milwaukee leading by 7. Green, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lets the 3 fly. What a make! Giannis for 3.
Giannis not afraid to stretch it out that time with the 3-ball.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. And another miss by Orlando.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Portis gets the bucket.
And a good release there as Portis in that tight corner for 3.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. There's the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ending the quarter up 10. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Gary Trent, Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Rollins in at the point. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. Here's Joseph. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Joseph. Isaac with a screen on Porter. Here's Joseph, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Green, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Lillard outside. 4-3. Lillard drains the outside shot.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
played just over a minute here in the fourth. Suggs surveys the D. To the wing, right side. Who was stolen by Lillard. And they're pushing it up. Here's Rollins. No good with the triple. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Milwaukee's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. The shot by Lillard, no good. Magic trail by 11. Banchero in the post, guarded by Trent. Banchero no good. Here's Rollins. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
The baseline J is on the way. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now. Milwaukee leading by 11. Lopez for 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
How about Lopez getting out as the big man with that kind of hustle in transition?
It's Banchero with the drive. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Suggs.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on it.
And the dunk by Isaac.
Excellent mid-air feed to Isaac, who lifts off right on cue for the alley-oop slam.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Black passes to Banchero, and he lobs it up. Who is stolen by Lillard. Lopez for 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the Silva. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. From deep. Orlando with the rebound. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. Suggs against Lillard. Suggs outside. Shot clock at 5. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Milwaukee. Kuzma comes in for Trent, and Prince is subbed in for Rollins. The Bucks leading by 12.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Bucks.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Damian Lillard.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Banchero uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
And here's Lopez from the arc. The rebound by Carter. We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Substitution on the court.
– 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Second personal foul.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Now Porter. Fires away from way outside. No good. So this one belongs to the Bucks. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.